What's up, guys? Welcome back to Redline Reactions. I'm Evan, and today we're going to be looking at Tom Sawyer by Rush. Now, if you're new here, there's a very specific reason why we are looking at this song today, and that's because last week we started a new series called Prove Me Wrong, where we look at a bunch of different bands and artists that I believe, for one reason or the other, that I hate. And the fans then vote on the band and then the song that they're going to use to try to change my mind. In this first round, the three bands were Journey, Guns N' Roses, and Rush. Rush obviously won. Now, some of you may be asking, how can you hate these bands? They're iconic, right? Well, it's very simple. First, I think that Don't Stop Believin' is the dumbest, most overrated song in the history of music. Two, I believe that if you try to spell the name Axl, A-X-L, you deserve to be taken out back and shot at dawn. And finally, earlier in my coaching career, I had a freshman boys sprinter who looked exactly like Geddy Lee from Rush, and that really bothered me. So here we are. Let's dive right in.
Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events.
I don't hate the bass line. I also really like the setting. That's like, can't hear myself. I like the setting, like the bass line. The first like line or two sound familiar. Nothing else sounds familiar. His voice is, I'm struggling with the voice, but I mean, it's, well, yeah, let's just keep going.
The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as the skies are wide. Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the space he invades, he gets by on you.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, the keyboard thing does not do it for me. Anything that, and who knows if this is what they were going for. It's just how I'm interpreting it. Anytime there are sounds that, at least in my mind, seem like they're trying to go for a more like futuristic sound, I hate that. I don't know if any of you remember that song from like the late 90s by Blessed Union of Souls, that Hey Leonardo, the "She Likes Me for Me." Okay, there's a part in there where he says like, or my collection of DVDs, and they make like this futuristic electronic sound that follows the word DVDs. I cringe every single time because it's like, ugh. But maybe that's just unique to this song. Who knows?
Always hopeful yet discontent. Those changes aren't permanent. Oh, changes. And what you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the witness, catch the wit, catch the spirit, catch the spit. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his eyes are wide.
I don't hate that tone that much. That much. That's a horrible thing to say. Gun to my head, I like that more than I dislike that. Okay. Compared to some of the higher pitch stuff from earlier.
Exit the warrior, today's Tom Sawyer. He gets high on you and the energy you trade. He gets right on to the friction of the day.
Okay. So to kind of recap, baseline, good, right? The higher pitched vocals, and I don't know again if that's unique to this song or if he normally stays outside of that upper range. Baseline good, those high vocals, not for me. Guitar solos, good. Setting, good. Keyboard, no bueno. But some of the vocals later in the song, they did not elicit the same sort of negative reaction from me as at the beginning of the song. And I almost feel like this song falls into the category of, I don't even really know how to place it or label it, but a lot of songs from like the 70s and 80s, like hard rock, bordering on what they would call like 70s or 80s metal. They have a tendency to follow the same sort of pattern where they'll have like riffs and patterns and rhythms in there that are overwhelmingly like brighter and more positive, while also having like more darker, negative sounding rhythms and vibes and tones and things like that at the same time. So a good example of that would be like Crazy Train from oh my gosh, is it Ozzy or is it Black Sabbath? I think it's just Ozzy, right? But so I know it's sort of I never committed to giving a final verdict at the end of each one of these. What I will say is that begrudgingly, Rush has earned a follow-up song at some point. But I mean, and I will commit to that. I'll commit to it. I do want to know in the comments though. It is sort of it will be the deciding factor for me, but I will still do the video. I do want to know, like, are those kind of keyboards in every single song, and does that lead singer usually stay up high like that? If neither of those things are answered yes, then we might have something. Who knows? But yeah, so what I want to know down in the comments, there are two things that I definitely need, whether or not you want to answer those questions or not. But I need two things. One, what other Rush song would you suggest? Right? Taking into account the things that I said. And two, what are the bands that, not the songs, but just the bands that you want to see on the next round of Prove Me Wrong? Okay. If you really want to see, Guns N' Roses and Journey, put Guns N' Roses and Journey back down. Okay. Just because they lose a round doesn't mean they're gone forever. Okay. Or if you want to put something completely new down, put that down. All right. So follow up Rush song, next round, or band for the next round of Prove Me Wrong. All right. But this was not as bad or painful as I had anticipated. But I think I still kind of left with more question marks than anything. So, but that's kind of what this was designed to be, because otherwise I never would have listened to a Rush song. So here we are. With that, if you're still watching, please subscribe, because again, we're gonna be playing around and incorporating all these different like interactive things with the viewers, and I want you to be part of that. It's not just gonna be Prove Me Wrong. There's gonna be we have Redline Roulette that's also coming out today, the second installment of that. So go and check out the first one if you want to get in on that one. And we do polls for best vocals, best guitar solo, best all that sort of stuff. So come join us. It's fun. As Nick Nocturnal, I don't know if many of you are familiar with him, says, he says we do fun metal things here. We do fun things here too. Not just metal, but all sorts of things that, we just do fun things here. And we do them in one take, which is why you're going to catch me rambling like this and trying to find an escape route to end this video, but I can't. And so I'm panicking on the inside a little bit. So we're just going to end it right here. But again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We just passed 11,000 subscribers like 90 minutes ago. That's unreal. I had 7 on August 9th. 7. So have a wonderful rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. I hope to see you down in the comments. Remember, follow up Rush song and next round of Prove Me Wrong. I will see you guys later.